So it is fight week. We're here in Dubai, ready for a double-header fight weekend. I am here with the president of Probellum, Richard Schaefer, as we take a walk around the sort of fight village. How are you feeling?
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at this. The sun, the weather, you even see some snapping turtles here. An indication of what we can expect on Friday and Saturday night. But this is absolutely spectacular. And look at the stage and the ring and everything. It's just beautiful. Happy to be here.
Yeah, it's good. We're in the Irish village and it is St. Paddy's weekend, but we've sort of taken over, so it's Probellum Fight Village, I would say. You know, we've got the ring where we had the public workout last night, got the stage where the weigh-ins will be happening, and then obviously the stadium is right there.
I have to tell you, this was last night one of the most exciting and nicest open workouts I have ever seen. And I think you could sense it with the fighters as well. They were ready, they're fired up, they can't wait. And there was a nice group of Irish fans here as well, fight fans. We are expecting this weekend for St. Paddy's Day, thousands of fans here at the Irish Village. So this is going to be rocking.
Yeah, it's going to be. There's a lot of Irish in Dubai,
Yes.
and we've got some Irish fighters on the cards as well. So the Irish are going to be out in force.
There's definitely going to be a nice Irish touch to the card, a little bit of everything.
And how exciting is it? You know, we're doing this. We were here in December, doing the show. We've got now 2 shows this week. How good is it to be back, you know, here in Dubai and putting on such big shows here?
Well, you know, I said it in December. I really believe that Dubai has an opportunity to become the fight capital of the world. And as they say, Rome wasn't built overnight, nor was the fighting in Dubai. So it takes a lot of work, hard work, from a great team here on the ground in Dubai to really bring boxing to the forefront. And I think that 1-2 punch here in Dubai, Friday and Saturday, 2 loaded cards, is another step in the right direction. And we see the demand, the fight demand. Tickets are selling, they're very well priced. The people, the locals here in Dubai are embracing the sport. They're excited to come. They're excited that finally world-class boxing at the highest level is coming to Dubai. So I have no doubt what I said back in December, that this will be the fight capital of the world, will come true.
And these shows are a bit different from December as well. We were at the Coca-Cola Arena in December, but now it's an outdoor venue at the tennis centre. So it's going to be sort of open air, a bit different for the fighters.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the outdoor stadiums, they actually have a great history in boxing. For example, in the United States, the biggest fight ever, I think it was something like 150,000 people attending, was in Santa Monica, at the Santa Monica Pier in Los Angeles. And fast forward to present day, there's actually a history as well with tennis stadiums converted to boxing venues. These tennis stadiums are really built perfectly for fight fans. There's not one bad seat in the house. I've done fights, for example, in Los Angeles, in Carson, at the StubHub Tennis Stadium. And these outdoor venues always seem to bring out the best in the fighters. Actually, the reputation, they renamed now that tennis stadium, it's called the War Grounds, because of the excitement of fights which have taken place there. And I think this here can be another one of those war grounds where the venue just brings out the best in the fighters. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to become an annual event for Probellum. It certainly looks like it.
Well, before we talk about the actual cards for this weekend, just Probellum in general, you know, it is going from strength to strength to strength. Still a relatively new company, but just putting on massive shows, you know, giving fighters massive platforms, now on Eurosport. It's just an exciting time for Probellum.
Well, if you think about it, we started 6 months ago, back in September, and I don't think there hasn't been any boxing, for that matter, media, sports property company, which in such a short period has achieved so much. It's not just the exciting group of fighters we have signed. You mentioned the recent announcement with Eurosport, getting the widest possible distribution in Europe. So that is very exciting. But as well, the 25 or so promotional relationships we formed with the leading promoters from around the world. So it really is amazing. And I remember in September when we said in our initial press release that the Probellum brand is going to be involved in like 100 events in 2022. Yeah. Everybody thought, yeah, it's probably Schaefer, you know, exaggerating, and they didn't really believe me. But I actually have to revise my estimation, not downwards, upwards. It's actually closer to 250 events Probellum is going to be involved in this year. I mean, it's unheard of.
Yeah, it is unheard of, and it's something totally different now for boxing, the fact that Probellum are working with so many different companies, promoters, all around the world. So it's just bringing boxing together.
Yes, and that was really our mission statement. It really was the mission set out by our chairman, Ali Shamspour, who really wanted to unify the sport, that what has happened so far hasn't worked. So we needed to find new ways. And he feels that all of us as promoters, as participants in the sport, working together, ensuring that that the fight fans, and I'm one of them, we see the best fights. So working with other promoters, creating like an umbrella where we can all benefit from. Was really from the get-go our mission, and it's just amazing in those few months since our foundation how we have implemented that.
Yeah, I mean, every time there's a show announced somewhere in the world, you see the Probellum logo. That's how
yes,
it seems
crazy.
Everywhere.
It's absolutely amazing.
So we're just obviously entering the tennis centre now. So it's obviously in the middle of the day, but it's spectacular in here.
It is absolutely spectacular. And you see now what I meant with there is not one bad seat in the house. As a matter of fact, you know, the seats like right in the middle where you have unobstructed view right into the ring are probably the best seats in the house. Then of course you have the people who want to be on the floor. It's going to be a spectacular setup again on the floor. You saw it in the December show. The December show with the sofas and so on, that was the most luxurious environment I have ever seen on any event, irrespective where it takes place. So this is just great. Look at this. I mean, this is going to be, you know, the atmosphere, the excitement in that venue is going to come through on the screen. So those people who are going to watch these fights, they're going to be in for a treat.
Yeah, this is the first time I've actually been in here and seen it. It's amazing.
Oh, it's amazing.
Got
Think
the
about
ring
it.
going up.
Even if you sit right there on the top, look at the view you have. And I've done that actually. I've done that in Carson at the tennis stadium, which is pretty much a copy of this. I went to go and watch a fight from the very last row. And I can tell you, you can see it better from up there in the very last row than I can watch it from here sitting ringside, because the view is spectacular.
Yeah, it's amazing in here. It's going to be loud as well because it's just quite enclosed. It's going to be loud. But talking about the cards, obviously, so Friday night headlined the first ever female world title fight in the Middle East. That's a big deal. It's
a huge deal, and to bring an Olympic gold medalist here to Dubai, Estelle Mosley, she reminds me in many ways on another fighter I promoted, Floyd Mayweather. Her skills are just unmatched. She is in the best division in female boxing. She's in the lightweight division. A big fight taking place there is, of course, Katie Taylor against Amanda Serrano. Estelle already beat Katie Taylor in the amateur, beat her the Amateur World Championships, where she became Amateur World Champion, and then obviously Estelle won the gold in Rio as well. So for her to come here defending her IBO world title, the first woman to do so, fighting for a world title in the Middle East, the first woman to headline a boxing card in the Middle East, that is history. And so that's just a very fitting main event for Friday. But the whole card is loaded. We're going to have 11 fights. 11 fights. So we have an Olympic gold medalist, we have former world champion, we have title elimination fights, we have just a little bit of everything. We have with Cholalov Oh my gosh! I saw. Did you see that guy yesterday at the workout? This was unbelievable.
He got out and carried on.
I mean, the workout was over, but the guy still felt like punching. He went over there on the backyard and kept on punching. He is ready. 9 fights, 9 knockouts. You don't want to go for a breaker, so you want to make sure you're ringside, and you don't want to miss a second because it might be over. So a totally exciting card.
Yes, and then straight back to it the next day, Saturday.
So imagine, 11 cards on Friday night, 11 fights on Friday night, 11 fights on Saturday night. I mean, 22 fights. I mean, from this unbelievable venue, it really is like unheard of. And for as little as, I think it's like 50 dirham, which translates to like $15, you can come in here and watch these fights. So just unbelievable. For those who can make it to watch it here live, those at home, they're going to be in for a treat. Saturday night, of course, headlined by world title fight, Sonny Edwards. I mentioned before Floyd Mayweather. He reminds me in another way about Floyd, with his brashness, his style, his outspokenness. He's the kind of guy who evokes emotions in people. You know, you either love him or you hate him.
We saw that at the workout yesterday.
We saw that yesterday. You want to watch him. So it's just like, you know, we have as well Regis Prograis on the card, which I think is, together with Catterall, who had an amazing fight against Josh Taylor. Most people felt he won. Catterall and Regis are, in my opinion, today the best fighters in the 140-pound weight class. So we have Regis here in a very big, meaningful fight. I mean, it's as I said, a little bit of everything.
So for people who haven't committed to tuning in yet, last word from you?
You have to watch. I mean, honestly, I promoted something like 500 events from around the world, but this is a combination of everything. I mentioned World Championship fight. I mentioned former world champion, 2 Olympic gold medalists, Jolalov, the super heavyweight from the Tokyo Olympics, Estelle Mosley making history as the first woman. Then you combine all that with this unbelievable venue. It's going to be at nighttime here in Dubai, under the stars of Dubai, to see the stars of boxing come out, and you've got to watch it. And I can assure you, if you're not here in Dubai and you're going to watch it from home, you will see the excitement of Dubai, of that fight night, coming through the screen. We're going to have a first-class production team. I mean, absolutely first class. I've seen some of the work they've done today already. I mean, it blows you away. So make sure you tune in.
Yeah, this Friday and Saturday, 18th and 19th of March here in Dubai.